authentic homemade chicken enchiladas.
I'm Renee Fuentes and welcome back to my channel, Thai Caliente. As I mentioned, we're going to be making chicken enchiladas or Enchiladas Rojas. We're going to be using that yummy enchilada sauce I showed you how to make in the previous video. If you didn't catch it, just go ahead and click on the iCard. I'm going to be filling them with some shredded chicken. Feel free to use whatever filling you like. You can even make them vegetarian with just cheese or even beans. Shredded beef or ground beef go really well too. So once the enchilada sauce is done, these come together pretty quickly. So let's get started.
So I'm just adding some oil to a nonstick skillet, and this is some chicken breast tenders that I cooked the other day. I just simply boiled it with some salt and onion and a bay leaf. Another great option is to use rotisserie chicken, just shred it up. And if you're cooking it the same day, then you don't need to heat it up. This is just because it's cold. So I'm seasoning it with some salt, some smoked paprika, some garlic powder and onion powder, just to kind of give it a little bit more taste and seasoning. And then once the chicken is warmed through, you want to go ahead and give it a taste and see if it needs anything. So I'm going to be showing you two different ways to make the enchiladas, but both ways require you to prep the tortillas by cooking them in just a little bit of oil. It's just lightly frying them. They're not getting crispy. It's just about 20 seconds on each side. You can see here once it puffs up, it's pretty much done. It's easier if you use a non-stick skillet, so that way it doesn't absorb the oil, and just add a little bit of oil each time. So the traditional way is to dip the prep tortillas in the enchilada sauce and then add your chicken and then roll them up. So these types of enchiladas, we do not bake them. I grew up in Texas, and most Tex-Mex enchiladas, you add cheese on top and then you bake them till they're nice and bubbly. You can definitely do that, but I'm going to show you how my mother-in-law makes them. And we're just going to dip the tortillas in. Oh, one more thing. This enchilada sauce is warmed because I just made it. And if you missed that video, just go ahead and click on the iCard. But you want to make sure it's not cold, because then the tortillas are going to crumble apart. Plus, we're not reheating it, so we want to make sure the sauce is warm. So once you're done folding all of your enchiladas, you can serve them as is, or let me show you another way to make them that's a little bit less messier. So same thing, we're going to use the tortillas, and obviously I forgot to hit record, but I'm just adding the chicken breast to the oiled tortilla and then rolling them. And then once I have all of my chicken in the tortillas, then I will show you how to prep the sauce. All right, so this next method is a little bit easier and a little bit less messier. So I'm just going to spoon some of the enchilada sauce on a plate. So this is going to be a plate that you're going to serve the enchiladas on, or eat them on. And then add as many of the rolled chicken enchiladas you like. And then we're just going to simply spoon the sauce directly over each one of them until they're fully covered. So keep in mind, like the ones that I made earlier, the longer the enchiladas sit, the more the tortilla is going to absorb the sauce. So that's why the other ones look a little more drier. Which is why you want to make these right before eating. You can roll the chicken and the tortillas ahead of time and then just add the sauce right before eating. So those are done, and now I'm going to prep the toppings. I'm using some romaine lettuce. You can use iceberg lettuce or cabbage. Again, this isn't common in Tex-Mex cooking, but where my husband's family is from, in Guadalajara, this is how they serve their enchiladas. So cut up the lettuce nice and fine, and then we're also doing some radishes. So I'm just cutting off the ends and then slice them as thinly as possible. You can also do some chopped white onion as well. I'm going to be adding some sour cream, just a little bit, and then that's kind of like the glue for the shredded lettuce. So add as much or as little as you like. You can also do like a squeeze of lime too. The radishes add a nice crunch. And these are so good, you guys.
I cannot wait to dig into these enchiladas. I've been patiently waiting. So I actually forgot to add, I'm doing some queso fresco, a little bit of creaminess and a little bit more saltiness to the enchiladas. Just gonna sprinkle a little bit on top. And if you want it spicy, you can also add some chile de árbol or any other salsa that you like. All right, now we can dig in. Cheers, you guys. I love the way the lettuce and the radishes kind of give a nice freshness and crunch to the enchiladas. And then adding the queso fresco and the sour cream adds a little bit of creaminess. You guys, it's so good. You have to try it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and take a look at some of my other authentic Mexican recipe videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.